Okay, so continuing on, we have now next is operators and expressions. Right. So this is the topic of this video today. And for that, what we have to do is we have certain operators, and these operators, along with the operands, make certain kind of expressions. Right. So there are different type of operators. The one which you will be familiar with will be the arithmetic operator, which is the addition, the subtraction operator, which is you take out a difference. The multiplication operator, in which you do multiple additions at a time, and division operator, which is the float one. And then there is floor division as well. In floor division, we have what is that in floor division we actually reduce the we reduce the um, you could say we reduce the quotient to a non-fractional value, and it is always rounded below rather than rounded up. Okay, so that is there. And then there is a modulus division, or the remainder division, which in which we just take out the remainder of that. And then there is the exponential, sorry, exponential, pardon me. Then there is exponentiation operator, which is your if you want to like give values such as 2 to the power 2, so that power comes into exponentiation, right? So that is there, right? So exponentiation is also the arithmetic operator, right? Now next is your relational comparison or relational or comparison operators, right? So relational or comparison operators are what? There is one is the equal, which is this is the equality operator. The correct word of this one is the equality operator, which denotes that it is equal. Okay. Now next is your not equal, which is this states that it is not equal. Then there is greater than, and then there is less than. Okay. Now, there is also greater than equal to and less than equal to, which means that it will give you true if the if the relation between the two operands are greater or equal. And in the same case, if this operator is less than or equal to the operands we are comparing, then that will be your relational operator. They return a Boolean value. Okay, so they typically return a Boolean value which is true and false. So all the relational operators or all comparison operators will return a Boolean value, right? Now next is the logical. Next is the logical operator. Now when we talk about logical operators, they are and, they are or, and they are not. So these three are the primary logical operators, and, or, and not. And we can do a lot of things by combining it. When we combine this thing, when we combine these operators, we can get some kind of a conditional statements as well, right? So suppose if you use not or, then it is the reverse of or, and if you use not and, then it is reverse of and. And sometimes we combine these operators with more operands to get some kind of conditional statements, right? And then we have what? Then we have assignment in here. When we talk about assignment, right? When we talk about assignment, assignment is a single equal sign, right? But the equality operator, when we talk about equality operator, it is the double equal to, right? And then we have certain combinations of or certain modification of the assignment operator as well, such as this is addition assignment, this is the subtraction assignment, and this is the multiplication assignment as well as the division assignment. So when we talk about the modifications of the assignment operator, that usually means that it will what it will do, it will add your right hand side value to the left hand side value when we talk about the addition operator. Similarly, if we talk about this one, which is a subtraction assignment, so this one is your addition assignment and this one is your subtraction assignment, right? So when you talk about the subtraction assignment, when you talk about the subtraction assignment, what it does is it subtracts the second operand, which is the right hand side operand, and it then uh, an operand. if you want to, let's say, if you want to, want to go into the depth of this one and understand it properly, I would suggest that you would wait for the grade 11, the old grade 11 texts, as well as books, which I have written. And from there, I will explain in detail on how these assignment operators work. Okay, so that is there. Now, next is the identity operator. Identity operator is your is and is not. It checks if two variables refer to the same object in the memory, right? So that is the assignment operator. So when we talk about if it checks the two variables refer to the same object in the memory, when we talk about this one, what it typically means is that it will check whether the values are equal or not, as well as whether the data type of those two operands are same or not. So in essence, what it checks is if the two variables refer to the same object in the memory. Because when we talk about the interpreter itself, when we talk about the interpreter of the Python itself, what happens is that if literal has the same data type, then it will hold the same, it will be the same object in the memory, which is stored in the RAM of the computer, right? So now next is your membership. Membership is in and not in, which is like your pretty, you could say it is pretty evident what it means. So it what it take what it gives you the meaning is that it checks whether the first operand, which is the left hand side operand, is equal to your right hand side operand. Sorry, not equal to. My apologies. The left hand side operand is a member of the right hand side operand. So typically in the right hand side you will have some kind of a collective literal, and in the left hand side you will have some non-collective literal. So suppose in the left hand side you may have such as integer, and the right hand side you may have some list, right? So that is what a membership operator is. Okay, so that is what a membership operator does, that it checks whether the first operand is the member of the second operand or not, right? It checks if the sequence is present in an object. So it checks the sequence as well. So if the sequence is there, then yes, it will give you a true value, right? So that is the operators and expressions. If you want some more details, I will go into the more details, but on the later videos. I want to from my own perspective, I want to go into as much depth as I can. So the people who want to go into the nitty-gritty of the things of this, and those who want to excel in this subject for their grade 12, I'm trying to do my best in here to explain as much in detail as possible. I'm planning to give you some question papers as well as on how to write those question papers to get the maximum marks. So because people don't have an idea on how to answer your subjective question paper, so that is also I'm trying to look into. Okay, so that is for this video, operators and expressions. Hopefully you like it, right? And if you like it, so if you want to keep me in track, then yeah, follow, subscribe wherever you find this video.